have are pencil brushes. Now I have 3 different brands. I have the MAC 219, the NARS number 14, and the Inglot pencil brush. Now I've found that the MAC is the firmest. You're going to be able to get that really smoky look under the eye and be able to line the eye with a really kind of smoky effect with this brush, whereas the NARS one is a little bit too loose. It blends it out too much, and the Inglot one is too fat. This one comes to a really, really fine tip, and this one is just a bit too rounded. So I find if you're going to get a pencil brush, one like this, the MAC, is the best one out there. Now I've also got the NARS smudge brush. This is unlike any brush I've seen before. This one is great for smudging out eyeliner, which is really kind of a big trend at the moment. So one like that, you can use a pencil brush in its place, but this is going to give more of that dense smudgy look because it is so dense and so firm. Then I've got the NARS Doe Foot brush. Now this has got more of an angled flat top, and that's great for a highlight. You can also use this on the face for contouring. It's great for that and applying highlighting colours. I haven't really used it on a lid because I find it's a bit useless for that. And again, this is one that you won't need if you're not doing other people and you're not doing any photographic work. Now this is an Inglot 5SS. It is a squirrel hair. It's really soft. It's great for blending the same way as one like this, except you get more of a controlled blend. Because one like this is going to blend it up higher and be a bit more loose and all over the place. One like this is going to be really controlled. And then I've got another Inglot squirrel brush. This one is very similar to the MAC large angled eye brush. This one just gets in everywhere. It's one that applies a really sheer wash of colour. You can apply a highlight with this one. You can also blend eyeshadow with that one. Now I've got a lot of angle brushes also. I've found out of all of these, probably the best ones to have. I've got a NARS one, a couple of Inglot ones. The NARS one I find is just too big. You can't get any control with it. So that one, unless you're doing lots and lots of detail, this isn't going to be any use to you. These ones are synthetic ones. They're great for using with mixing medium. But then I have these 3. Now this is very similar to the MAC 208. It's the NARS eyebrow brush. Now this is a really kind of stumpy, dense brush that is great for doing eyebrows. So if you're using a powder for your eyebrows, this is a holy grail brush. Then there is an Inglot 7TL. It's just more of a thicker natural hair angle brush. It's great for applying more of a thick liner under the eyes especially. And then we have the Stila number 10 brush. Now this is extremely thin. This is great for thin liner. I found this is the only one I would use for really thin eyeliner, other than of course a pencil or a liquid liner brush. Now when you're buying a liquid liner brush, unless you're getting a natural hair one like this NARS one, I'd go for an art brush, because all synthetic hair liner brushes, unless you take really extremely good care of them, they're going to start fraying out. So a natural hair one like this is going to absorb more product, but it's not going to splay out the way that a synthetic one will. There's also the kind of the bent liner brush, and this is great for personal use. I don't so much use this on other people because it's really awkward, but when you're using it for yourself, all you have to do is hold it straight and draw on the line. But yep, art brushes are the way to go for a liquid liner. Now, I have a couple of miscellaneous ones. This is the MAC 205. This is the best mascara brush ever. All you have to do is, say this is a mascara wand, you dip it in and you get the product off it, and you can apply it right to the base of the lash. If you're really pedantic about doing your eyelashes and you hate that little gap you get between your eyeliner and where the mascara starts, this is going to get rid of that gap, especially when you're using it on other people. If you're a makeup artist, this is a must-have because you're going to be expected to have that perfect mascara, and this applies it. And it's quite stiff. When I first saw it, I thought, oh yeah, it's going to be loose, what's the point of that? And it's really stiff, and it's just great for defining the lashes. And then I've got your mascara spoolie. Again, if I could do it over, I wouldn't get this because I just use disposable mascara ones. And then there's the eyebrow and eyelash comb and brush. And this is great for shaping eyebrows, and this one's great for combing through lashes, so getting rid of those clumps. And then with lip brushes, I have a retractable one. Again, don't really need it because if you're throwing it in your handbag, that's great, but me personally, I don't really need one like that. It's just a bit too impractical. And then I've got one like this. Now this is a natural hair brush, so it does absorb product. This one's great, especially because you can put a lid over it when it's dirty, and you can just throw it in your bag. And then I have another natural hair one. This is actually an eyeshadow brush, but I think it's, unless you're doing really fine detail and lots of colours on the lid, I find I don't need that. So I use it for more of lip work. I found the most important thing when you're buying brushes is to buy a good reputable brand that you can tell isn't losing the hairs in it. So if you find that any of them are shedding hairs, return them because they're not worth the money. Something like MAC or Inglot, even NARS brushes, they shouldn't lose any of their hair. And when you first get your brushes, make sure you wash them first before you start using them. Otherwise, the sealant that they put on before they send them out to the stores is going to get right down into the base here, and it's going to make the bristles fall out. So that'll be your own fault. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Read my lips, I'm into you, I'm into you.